Hey guys, it's Duke, and today we'll be looking at the Tier 9 American tank destroyer, the T30. Now, the T30 used to be a Tier 10 vehicle a long time ago, even before I was playing the game. But now it has been moved, as you know, to Tier 9. Now, recently, Wargaming, due to, I don't know, like special events, decided to give it a camo, right? So, and it looks pretty good, so I couldn't let the tank be with only 2 marks. So I'm on my, I was on my 3 mark journey, and today I'm going to be showing you 2 battles which led to my 3 mark. Now, this first battle is on Paris, and the second one will be on Nuremberg, 2 city maps, which favors this tank since you play it as a tier 10, as a heavy tank. Now you can see me here side scraping in the meal, and this is an important thing I want to show you. If I have the green to hit the turret armor, and you may be wondering, wait, how is that possible that you have a green when the Emil has really strong turret armor? Well, consider that I'm a higher elevation, and the slope of the Emil's turret is flat in this situation, so it's super easy for me to penetrate it. Now when I'm gonna aim at him again, as you will see in just a moment, the armor will be orange. Take a look at this now. I'm waiting for the Emil to peek so I can shoot him, and look, it's orange. Of course, because now I'm on the same elevation as he is, and the angle is sloped. But anyways, it doesn't help him out. So you have to be sure not to overestimate the Emil's turret armor. So anyways, I decided to push aggressive here because I'm top tier and I have to push the tempo. Since, as I'm noticing on the upper side of the map, on the field, we have a limited presence. So I also noticed a T26 trying to, I guess, flank us, but that's not really going to work out for him because he's already on 100 HP and less, and he's already dead. So I know there's a WZ here, and I'm trying to bait his shot, but he still manages to penetrate and find a shot. But so the only thing that remains for me to do is return the favor. But that's pretty bad because that leaves me on 500 HP, which is not ideal to say the least. As you can see, the Charfutur up the north has already pressured the T-44 and the Centurion, which is bad news for us. But we managed to push the WZ and the Emil in order to counter that. The thing is, when you lose one side of a map, you have to be sure to take the other side of a map so you don't get in a crossfire and surrounded, which that would be less than ideal. So anyways, I'm still pushing the temp, and as you can see, the T30 has really good hull down capabilities, good gun depression, and a good alpha. I think this used to be a heavy tank, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not as old to the game as some people are. So anyways, my good pal hits one shot into Buddhist, leaving in a one shot. And this is a mistake I want to show. Yes, I kill him, but I take the shot. A better play would have been to play hull down on the Centurion 7-1, since this tank is super tall. I should have used that to my advantage, so I wouldn't have taken a shot, so I would have had more HP to fight for the rest of the battle. But it's too late, and I was kind of in the heat of a moment. But those minor plays are really what differentiate the good from a great, you know. So anyways, back to the game. It's 7-8 now, and we're losing the base, and I lose one of my platoon mates. Anyways, I come here because I want to take out the Charfutur, at least put a good shot into it. But I focus on the T-44 because he is an easier shot. I have to expose myself less. And you may be wondering why I use auto aim there. Well, simply enough, I wasn't really convinced that my tank would hit that, so I just wanted to maximize the shot, because this tank can be kind of trollish sometimes. So anyways, I can see an AMX trying to clip the Emil, but I'm not going to let that happen, putting me that up to 5 kills and 5.6k damage. So you may be wondering now, what am I thinking? Well, I'm thinking of taking out the Bacha 12T in order to save my Emil, but that doesn't work out, unfortunately. and that puts me on 6k damage, and it's now a 2 versus 6. So how do you think I'm gonna pull this off? Really easily. I'm not. I'm about to reload, but the Charfutur is gonna take me out, and that's the end of this game. I mean, it was a good game. I should have some micro plays could have been better. Not gonna lie, I shouldn't have thrown my HP so recklessly with the Udis, and the Wuze could have been a little bit better played. Let's say it was kind of unlucky that he hit me, but what it is, what it is. So anyways, this is the game that led to my free mark. It's not the best game, but I can still talk about some good positions and how I play with T30 on these kinds of maps. Well, you have to take into account that with these new changes, you can play this side of the city without taking too much damage, because before you're at a much bigger disadvantage against the G1 position, but now since you have the hold down positions, you're in a much better to fight him off. So what you're gonna see here is I'm gonna load one APCR because I always know that I'm gonna take someone off guard. I spot an FE and I know that is the easiest target to penetrate. So I hit him once because he wasn't ready for it, and I'm starting to load HE. Now you may be wondering, you're loading HE for VFE, I presume. Well, possibly, but not really. I'm loading VHE to counter the T30 and VFE. This tank has a really high alpha, so I know it's always going to do a 300 plus damage to him. As you can see, 395. That is obviously not 750, but it is pretty good in my opinion, because that leaves the T30 on a one shot, meaning that with only one HE, he's one threat less to deal with. So that's why I suggest, if you have high alpha guns, don't be shy to use VHE even if it does less damage, because sooner or later you're going to take the opponent out. You're not going to lose HP for it, and when the fight gets tough, you're going to have more HP to fight it, you know. So anyways, I already did 1.2k damage, which is fantastic. I'm going to shoot APCR now. I changed because VFE is actually pretty soft when the golden rounds are loaded. It's not as good of an armor as people think it is, even in the upper turret, and I put a good shot into him. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty lucky shot, no doubt about that, but this shot wasn't. This was calculated. So we managed to take out the FE, which is also really important, because those are two tanks that I fear the most, because if they actually find a good shot into my turret, they could actually one-shot me, so I always have to be careful about that. That's why I kind of rushed the shot, you know, I don't want to expose myself too much to them. So anyways, we're up to 2.6k damage, which is already great. And I'm thinking about pushing the IS-3 and the T-34. Why am I thinking that? Well, because they're juicy targets, honestly, and very easy to penetrate, so that's mainly my my reasoning. Well, and so I'm pushing the Memento here. The field is lost. So I don't know if the field is the field is lost, so we want to win the city. Now I'm pushing here, and there's an E75 covering him, and you may notice, oh wait, you're entering in a crossfire, and that is exactly correct. So I realized that, I decided to pull back. So I'm gonna shoot the FE once, never mind, the E75 once, and I'm gonna just fall completely back, because I'm realizing that this might have been a fatal mistake, especially if the FE hits me. So anyways, I'm pulling back up to this hold down position, which still covers me from the minor city, the village it is. And I'm going to try to snapshot the FE, which does not work out, unluckily. I think the FE just shot, but I'm not going to take any chances. I'm already on 500 HP. I think you'll notice is, like, this tank loses HP fast. Like, I took, 2 shots, 3 shots max, and I'm already a one shot for many of these tanks, which is less than ideal for sure. So now I'm wondering, okay, what is the next play? Well, I think the next play is to push here with a 257, the tempo. At least put a good shot into him, which I do. And 913 is a pretty damn good roll in my opinion. So it's 4.4k damage, 5k assist, not 5k, my bad, 500 assist. And that is, I'm pretty sure by now that I've managed to reach my 95%. and I was kind of thrilled, and I was like super happy about it. So I was like, okay, let's just finish the battle here and celebrate my free mark with my friend who I was playing with at the time. And the F3 actually one shot shoots me down, but I can't complain, you know. I knew this was my free market game, and I was really happy about it. What can be said? I mean, well, you can see I got master in the first one, and the second class, and in the second match I did still really good damage, and the free mark here it is. So, anyways, guys, the T30 is still a really good vehicle in my opinion, and I hope you enjoyed it.